Joining us now, Congressman Devin Nunes, former chair and now the opposition minority leader on the House Intel Committee. Congressman Jim Jordan. You know, the independent counsel rule, let's see. Jerry Nadler was against the Ken Starr report, Jim, if I remember correctly. I'm just trying to remember here. They went after your partner, Devin Nunes, pretty hard.
Sure did.
Because he went to the White House. Now I see that the cowardly Schiff, who I've offered 4 hours of airtime to, won't come on. I want to know if they're the ones that change the rules, and the Attorney General doesn't have to release anything, does he?
No, he doesn't, but understand the situation we're in. John Ratcliffe said it best today in committee. The Intelligence Committee Chair Adam Schiff wants the Attorney General of the United States to release classified information. The Judiciary Chair Jerry Nadler wants the Attorney General of the United States to release grand jury material. That's where we're at, because they are so focused on getting the president, forget about the law that they helped change, forget about the rule of law and how things are supposed to happen. They're all about getting the president, and that is a sad state of affairs, but that's exactly where we're at.
All right, let me ask you, Congressman Nunes, you have been saying that you have criminal referrals coming this week or next week. I think if we ever want to prevent this from happening again to any other president, the only way to make that happen is one way: hold those people accountable. How many people, how soon, how serious the referrals?
So you're exactly right, Sean. The American people need to have confidence in the FBI and the Department of Justice. So we are working on the referrals. There's going to be many of them. They're going to probably at least be a dozen, if not 2 dozen individuals. And as we continue to get more information and build these and build them out, we want to make sure that everything is finished before we turn them in. But I will tell you, you're exactly right. There are people who definitely lied and misled Congress, okay? So if they don't go to prison, we're going to have a 2-tier justice justice system in this country, and it's not going to be good for the American people.
Well, I don't think it's good. I don't think a lot of this has been good for the American people. You know, the Democrats were fuming at you for jeopardizing sources and methods. And you know what, Congressman Nunes? Well, the Attorney General said he's not going to reveal sources and methods. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
and Adam Schiff, out of nowhere, tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, liar in Congress, he says, no, I really got collusion this time.
Don't forget, when we wanted to make sure that we got Fusion GPS's bank records, this was the Clinton campaign arm that basically ran and got dirt from Russians. It was paid for by the Clinton campaign. The Democrats through the House said, oh, you can't do this. When we wanted to go out and say, look, we think there's FISA abuse, when we did our memo that went out to the American people that said, look, we're not going to disclose sources and methods, but the American people need to know what happened here, they opposed that. So the hypocrisy here knows no bounds. But with all that said, I think people should be very leery of only receiving what I call the Mueller dossier. Partisans wrote this document. What I'm interested in is not just to receive the Mueller dossier. I want all the information that fed into this, because I'm sure, just like in everything else that we've dealt with over the last 2 years, there's going to probably be a lot of fake innuendo in the Mueller dossier.
They're going to look for one-line phrase, sentence, and they'll just harp on it forever, even though very quickly, without even considering whether you can indict a sitting president, they said, no, you have to have intent for obstruction. There has to be a crime for obstruction. It doesn't matter. You know, well, Donald Trump said this is a witch hunt, or he fired James Comey. Comey said he could do it for any reason or no reason. All right, Doug Collins, your colleague, Freedom Caucus member, Jim, he's been very helpful in releasing these closed-door testimonies, but we're expecting a cascade of new information that we have all talked about. 302s, Gang of 8, the FISA applications. What else do we want, and when will we get it, and what will we see?
Well, a couple of things. Michael Horowitz's report, I think, will be good, and that should be coming sometime in the next few months. But to Devin's point and your point, if we want the truth, if Jerry Nadler wants the truth, then let's release the FISA application. Let's get the 302s. If Jerry Nadler wants the truth, call in Glenn Simpson. Bring him in an open hearing. Put him under oath. See if he takes the fifth like he did in front of our committee in a closed-door deposition. If they really want the truth, bring in John Huber. See what he's been up to for 10 months. He's supposed to be looking into this FISA application. And frankly, if they really want the truth and they don't want to jeopardize releasing classified and grand jury material, bring in Bob Mueller. Put him under oath. We can ask him all the questions we want.
Releasing grand jury information is illegal. Well,
so bring
Congress
in Bob
wants to
Mueller and
change
just
the
ask
law,
him the
change it.
questions.
What?
Exactly right. That's why I think we should just bring in Bob Mueller. We can ask him all the questions we want and not jeopardize that at all. And anything they want to ask the guy who was the special counsel, who they said for 22 months was going to find collusion, and he did it. It was not there, even though there were multiple opportunities for Trump associates to collude. The fruit was dangled in front of them, and they didn't take it. Bring Bob Mueller in. We'll ask him
FBI
questions.
concluded it. Devin Nunes, your committee concluded it. The bipartisan Senate committee said the same. Now the Mueller report. Whoever believes it at this point is a tinfoil hat psycho conspiracy theorist. This is insane what they put the country through. Thank you both.